Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Dwi Joko Purbohadi from UMY. I want to present my article with title Architectural Design of IoT Agricultural System in Indonesia. Talking about agricultural system in Indonesia, there are 5 systems. First, subsistence farming with the commodities including rice, corn, sweet potatoes, and various vegetables. Second, commercial agriculture with the commodities including significant cash crops for export such as palm oil, tea, rubber, and coffee. Wetland farming with commodity is rice. Plantation commodities including palm oil, tea, rubber, cacao, and coffee. And lastly, organic farming. It's more about nutrition and environmentally friendly food. Both farming and farmers main food crops widely cultivated rice, corn, soybean, peanuts, green beans, cassava, and sweet potatoes. And the farmer statistical totally household 71.5 million estimated by BPS, and then agriculture household business around 28.4 million, farming household 27.4 million, food crops cultivation 15.6 million, livestock 12.5 million, plantation around 10.9 million, and utilizing agricultural land is around 27.8 million, and subsistence farmers is around 17.3 million. Problems in design of architecture, IoT architecture for agriculture system in Indonesia. We have to take a look at the farmer sides. First, in Indonesia, predominantly of small-scale enterprise, negative impact on commerce chain, constraints financial resources, absence of precise cultivation procedures, rudimentary technologies, societal prejudice, and unregulated land transfer. From this condition, we have to design IoT architecture based on the IoT implementation. First, IoT architecture should adaptable, provide reasonable price. IoT should dependently for all kind of agriculture system and appropriate for agriculture system in Indonesia. The methodologies or approach, we have 4 reasons. First, the system design, robustness, sustainable, and cost optimization. Develop an IoT architecture that is flexible and modular to meet the various agriculture needs. And in the robustness, ensuring the robustness and dependability of IoT system in diverse environmental circumstances. And in the cost optimization, reduce small farmer financial strain when implementing of IoT system. And in the sustainable, the advanced and sustainable smart farming implementation requires farmers' willingness to adopt the technology offered. This is the approach system design, robustness, cost optimization, and sustainable. This is our architecture designs. We divide it into three parts, modules. The first is user control and monitoring module. Second is sensing module, and the lastly is acting module. This three part is need for modern architecture system, particularly for the automated system in architecture. And the first, you can see in the left side, the user control and monitoring module. There are 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. The first is mobile network, cloud server, data lodger, mobile phone, and website. Website means the interface for the data lodger. The website placed in the cloud server, and also we can use mobile phone as the access devices to see the view of data. And this in sensing module, we can see the central in the sensing module is control system and also power supply. Power supply is very important in our architecture, and it is true because without power supply we don't have anything, because power supply is the main power system for the all devices, like for the microcontroller, display, and the LoRa. LoRa means the network, the device to connect to the user control and monitoring module, connect to the mobile network. LoRa is long range wide area network. Why we choose LoRa? Because we know the mobile network is only designed for in the city, while in the agriculture field is out of the city. Sometimes it is far away from the city, so we need LoRa. It is not big data transfer, but it is small data transfer system, but it is can cover in wide ring or cover wide area. So in our architecture design, LoRa is the main part of sensing module, and also sensor, of course, because sensing module the main part is sensor and also display. We can see the condition immediately if we go to the field and get the display. We can monitoring, we can see all condition. And the lastly is acting module or actuator. In the control system, automation control system, actuator is also the main part, because without actuator we cannot control, just monitoring. With sensor we only monitoring, but using actuator we can control, monitoring and control. So sensoring, controlling, and actuator and actuating is make a feedback control system. In the actuator, in the acting module, we have two main important part in the agriculture system is water pump and valve. Water pump to get water from the source, and valve is to control the watering, the flow of water to the lands. That's all, I think, in the architecture. When again we divide into three parts: user control and monitoring module, sanction module, and acting module. Okay, let's be discussion in the sensing module. The use of sensing module is crucial for gathering and transmitting environmental data. The component of this module include power supply, display, control system, lighting and temperature sensor quality, soil health sensor, and LoRa technology facilities. In user control and monitoring module, we have facilities the amalgamation of IoT system with the internet, allowing user to remotely supervise and manage the system through cellular or wireless network, cloud server, and data loaders. Mobile device and website act as interfaces for accessing systems that provide real-time information to the user. The acting module receives command input and carries essential tasks such as managing irrigation or lighting using dedicated irrigation relays, electric mist sprayer, and water pumps. And in the acting module, carrying out action based on data processes by the control system in intelligent agriculture. The module gets instruction from the control system. The acting modules consist of several main components such as intelligent irrigation systems, relays, lighting, valves, water pumps, and electric mist sprayer or sprinklers. In our conclusion, the IoT architecture for intelligent architecture has three primary modules, as we have been explained in the previous presentation. The user control and monitoring module enable user to actively monitor and manage the system in real time via mobile device and websites. The sensing module acquires environmental data including measurements of light intensity, temperature, and soil health. The acting module uses various devices such as intelligent irrigation system, relays, valve, water pumps, and electric mist sprayer to automate responses to collected data, optimizing resources use, and creating a controlled environment for healthy plant growth. Automating human intervention can improve agriculture and farming process efficiently, productivity, and sustainability. Using such a system in the field will increase crop quality and quantity. Farmers able to accept the technology given by that the technology performs meet the needs of smart farming. I think that's all. If any questions, or you can find me at wijoko.purbohadi@umy.ac.id. UMY ada, masyarakat berdaya. Thank you so much and see you next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.